Hello, and welcome back to the Rose Garden. Today in the mail I got something special, so I figured we would talk about it. Reasons.
Yes.
I got Grimm, the complete collection.
Many discs.
Yes. It's 28 discs, I think.
On Blu-ray.
Yes, I got the Blu-ray version. And it comes in a neat book style, so it has all of the Grimm stuff in it. Which I think is cool because I've been meaning to get the Aunt Marie's Vesson book and never did, so now I have like the Cliff Notes version.
So it's kind of close.
Yes, since the page they show the most in the TV series is the one on Hexenbeast, and that is page 1, which I think is cool. It has the episode guide in the corner, and every couple discs there is bonus features.
I wish that every Blu-ray special edition set was this nice. Since the only comparable ones I think we also have would be
Star Wars.
And Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Oh, and my Aliens anthology.
But as far as TV series go, no.
Yeah, TV series, not so much.
The new Star Trek one, we should do a boxing of that, because that one is actually really nice.
True.
But in general, TV series don't normally get this kind of treatment, so...
Normally you get a whole bunch of discs just jammed to a package. A few of them probably fall off the spindles or whatever they're on.
Yes, they're normally poor quality. And the only poor quality I would even complain about would be the, fake leather strap that they have on here, which is unnecessary. And I will probably end up pulling off at some point after I get annoyed with it. But otherwise, I really like it. I like that it comes in the book, and it's just beautiful. And some of them are colored, so we have Krampus eating children. And I really do love this series, and I don't remember what you were doing. I think for some reason, after he had gotten a laptop from his brother, he spent like a solid week putting music on his iTunes.
I was also writing.
Pretend to be a writer.
Ouch.
Anywho, I needed to entertain myself, and after I got done watching Hoarders, I was trying to figure something new to watch, and it was either watch this or Once Upon a Time. And I flipped a coin, and I chose Grimm. And by the end of the first episode, I was hooked, and I needed to watch all of it ever. And I'm very happy I watched it. And eventually he started watching it, so then we went back and rewatched some of it.
Yeah, I caught the very end of the first episode, and it looked really interesting, and I was like, oh, I suppose you could watch this, and I could be writing at the same time, and then I wasn't able to write anymore because it was a really interesting show. This is probably one of the latest good shows that I'm interested in, other than, Into the Badlands.
And we've seen the show technically twice now, because we watched the first 3 seasons by ourselves, and then his friend was interested, so then we rewatched them to get him up to speed. And the first few episodes I've seen quite a few times, because I showed it to my other not friend, and my mom, and anyone who will listen to me. It's kind of the same as Ouran High School. Anybody who will sit down and watch it, I will watch it with you. So, and I always did love fairy tales, and I have the collected Grimm's fairy tales, so I do love that the first few episodes, they do deviate eventually, but the first few actually follow stories. So we have Red Riding Hood, and Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and the Big Bad Wolf, and stuff like that.
And what really makes this a good show is not that it has actual interesting things that they do and have to defeat horrifying monsters or solve mysteries. It's like, those are all presented well by themselves, but it would still just be generic if it didn't have such great characters, like the main character, Nick Burkhart, dealing with being able to see monsters in his daily life and trying to reconcile that and keeping his girlfriend secretive.
And then his coworker, 2 coworkers, and it's a very deep rabbit hole that I could easily keep rambling about.
And Monroe, the Bloopbod / Wolfman, is probably one of the best characters I've seen in quite a few years. You want to love him to pieces and hope that he doesn't die every time he's in mortal danger.
Yes, I like to joke with him that Monroe is my other husband.
Which is understandable. I mean, the guy has good tastes, loves Christmas, likes...
He's obsessed with Christmas.
Likes
the train and everything.
He likes lazing around in sweaters and drinking wine. And
he makes clocks. So, spoiler, he gets a girlfriend. And the way he proposes to her is with a freaking cuckoo clock. Like, that is special. Though I do love the first episode when the Grimm is like, yo, go watch my aunt, I have to go do something. And so he's trying to protect this other Grimm and accidentally, like hulks out and rips off this guy's arm. And it's like, oh god, I have to leave now.
Deserved it.
Yes, the bad guy deserved it, but it was just that pure, shock moment. It was funny.
But yeah, very rarely are things presented comically. Like, occasionally they run into Rumpelstiltskin-type monsters and other things that are presented in a bit weird manner, but in general it's a very serious, very cool show.
Oh, you're making it sound like there's never any humor.
Oh, there's plenty of humor.
There's a lot of dark humor in it.
Yes.
But,
it's not stupid humor.
Yes. And it is a shame that they got canceled before they could finish their story. And I wouldn't have minded them being canceled if their last season... their normal seasons are 22 episodes, and for some reason the final season only got 13. And I feel like if they would have gotten those extra episodes, they could have just done that much more. But with the time they had, I feel like they'd made a pretty good ending. Not perfect. There's still plenty of plot holes they left, but with that mad rush they had, they did a good job.
CBS needed more money for reality shows about rednecks.
NBC,
whatever.
CBS is Star Trek.
I know. And they're about to ruin that franchise, so don't want to talk about them.
Yes, we don't watch a lot of TV anymore. We pick a show, we buy it on Amazon or watch it on Netflix, and that's about it. So, the fact that I was willing on a Friday night to drop everything I was doing and watch this is a testament to how much I loved it. And there are very few shows I'm willing to do that for anymore, so got that, and last week tonight.
Game of Thrones, whenever that comes back.
No, we're not going to drop everything, because we have HBO Go, so it's just going to be like whenever we feel like watching it. And I don't even...
It's like...
I don't want to be that person and be like, well, I read the books, and the books are better, but...
We're in too deep. There's only 2 seasons left. You gotta finish it and then ignore it.
And then 4 spin-offs.
5 spin-offs.
Oh, God, yes.
And we're going to ignore those. Because I highly doubt those will be any good.
Well, if one of the spin-offs is about Khal Drogo, I might watch that.
Really? You want to see a series about a guy who spends his life raping and pillaging?
It's Khal Drogo!
I'm just saying that,
Sun and stars!
Daenerys showing up
was the highlight of his life.
Yes.
Until she got him killed.
Yes.
Anywho. Distracted much. Did I have a point to this other than I got cool shiny thing? Probably not.
Grimm is cool. Get this Blu-ray collection if you can afford it. It's worth it.
Or, most of the seasons are Prime on Amazon right now, so... Or they're on Hulu, too.
Yes, if you have any type of free streaming service, you can probably watch a few episodes and see if it's a good show for you.
Whereas, I look very much forward to watching the gag reels and the behind the scenes, because I am that person who wants to see everyone goof up.
Don't worry, I'm sure following Bitsy and Gentoli on Twitter, you'll be able to stalk them for the rest of their lives and see all the fun things they get into.
Okay, so yeah, small diversion. It is cute that the couple in the show, so the couple in the show is Nick Burkhart and, oh god. Juliet. I don't think they ever give her last name. Or they probably do, and it doesn't matter. Anyways, Nick and Juliet are a couple in the show. And then you find out in real life they're dating. And I just think that is the bomb. And actually they're getting married. They just had her bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a stalker.
Not a stalker.
Not at all. I'm not. She posted pictures like last week on Instagram. And like 300 other thousand people, were looking at them, so. I am sad because the guy who plays Monroe, Silas Weir Mitchell, I think it's Mitchell, does not have any social media. So on the Friday nights they would do like live stuff on Twitter, and since he doesn't have social media, they would let him take over the actual Grimm Twitter feed. So it would just be him being like, this is Monroe here.
Cool dude.
Yes. Quirky. But it is a roller coaster of a show. There are characters that you start out hating, and then through arguing with some people, you learn to like them more.
Juliet's a terrible person. Adeline's a terrible person. The fact that they both redeemed themselves in the final season has nothing to do with the fact that they're terrible people.
Adeline is not a terrible person. She was manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
She got rid of the demons. Okay.
Yes, they made her do all those bad things. Very convenient. Remember when she was cured of the demons the first time, and then she went back seeking them out for revenge?
Should I point out how intelligent the TV shows you like are?
I like TV shows.
Now that we're greatly off topic. How do we end this?
Grimm and Ramble. The end.
Yes, Grimm and Ramble. I think that'll be it. So, watch the show if you can. If you like it, that would be awesome. And you should comment, so.
Perhaps one day we'll review something we don't like.
What would be the point?
I know. So, if you're living your life by this, just, watch all the things we watch.
Do I have anything I don't like? I got the Hellsing manga that I don't like. I could review that.
Yeah, the Hellsing anime is better.
Yes. That's it.
Okay.
We're done rambling.
Let the internet go now.
Yes. Back to Ocarina of Time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.